Welcome to this week's edition of the Bronco Weekly Sports Wrap. I'm Nici Gilday.
And I'm Denzel Johnson. Nici, last week featured a number of championship events with 5 Bronco teams competing for titles.
That's right, Denzel, and it also featured a very special event with the 10th anniversary of Stephen Schott Stadium. We begin this week's episode with the Bronco baseball team. The Broncos fell in a midweek game to Cal Poly, but rallied from a Friday night defeat against Gonzaga to take the final 2 games of the series. Former Bronco pitcher and stadium namesake Stephen Schott threw out the first pitch Sunday. Schott is a longtime supporter of the Bronco baseball team, and his $4 million pledge in 2004 served as a major component in the foundation of the team's state-of-the-art facility. He was inducted into the Santa Clara University Athletics Hall of Fame in May 2014. Take a look at these highlights and a post-game interview with junior center fielder Nici Florentine after Sunday's win.
By the end of the 4th inning, 8 different guys in the lineup had a hit. What do you think your team did particularly well at the plate all weekend?
This weekend, we really focused on attacking the fastball and staying disciplined at the plate, and we weren't really chasing too many pitches down out of the strike zone, which looked good for us.
And finally, with Reese Corrales stepping into that starter role, you got to see a new closer for the first time in Mitch White. Got the save yesterday and really kept his composure nicely today. What do you think he did particularly well on the mound from your spot out in center field?
Well, I get a good view of the strike zone, and from right away, he was just pounding that strike zone, and it's always good for the defense to see him just pounding that zone.
That's Santa Clara baseball center fielder Nici Florentine once again. The Broncos win the game 6-5 in the series, 2-1.
Next up is UC Davis on Tuesday for a first pitch time of 6 p.m. Then the Broncos will face the Gales this weekend in a 3-game series.
Before we continue with the rest of the week's events, we take a break from the competitive arena. Men's basketball player and my former teammate, Jared Brownridge, spoke at the Santa Clara President's Dinner on Saturday. Take a look at some of the highlights from his speech.
Growing up in our family, it was always a given that I would attend college. You can imagine my family's excitement when I was accepted into Santa Clara and offered the Carol Williams Endowed Scholarship. Reflecting on my journey, I went back to when, as a 2-year-old, a little basketball hoop was brought into my house on Christmas. Before leaving for Santa Clara, I watched the video of that Christmas morning, and it was obvious to me that from that point on, it was all about the hoop. Once my family realized that I was in a position to receive several scholarships at different universities, the focus turned to where I could feel most comfortable and be best prepared for life after basketball. For me, Santa Clara was that place.
Congratulations to the 4 Alumni Award recipients recognized on Saturday, and job well done to Jared.
Men's rowing took home 3 medals in the WIRA Championship Regatta in Lake Natoma over the weekend. The Novice 8 boat took home the gold, Novice 4 a silver, and the Varsity 8 a bronze. EYEBRONCO spoke with Carlson Termini about the weekend.
I mean, the team's been putting in work ever since the beginning of the year, and it's nice to finally see that work being paid off. Made a lot of strides, especially in these last few weeks, a lot of gearing down for training and just working together as a boat in general. For this year in particular, we've been putting a lot more work on the water and emphasizing a lot more technique stuff rather than power necessarily, because if you row together as a team, it kind of makes up for the lack of power or size or strength that some of these other schools may have. But the fact that we're getting in a lot of great coaching put in by Evan Bainbridge is really helping us out on the water. You know, we were seeing all the other schools and get them all to talk about us pretty much, because we kind of came out of nowhere this year in particular, a lot of parts due to our strong freshman class and the example that they're able to set for some of us less experienced people on the team too.
The crew is back on the water May 16th for the Western Sprints. This event also serves as an IRA qualifier.
Women's rowing was also at Lake Natoma for the WIRA Championships. They won a silver medal by taking 2nd place in the pair event. Next up is the WCC Championships, May 16th.
Track raced at the Brutus Hamilton Invitational on Friday and Saturday. The team competed in 7 different events. The team season will continue this weekend at the Peyton Jordan Invitational. Women's water polo finished 5th at the Gold Coast Conference Championships over the weekend. After falling in the opener to LMU, the team topped Fresno Pacific and Azusa Pacific to finish out the season. Sand volleyball also finished its season on the road with 2 matches last week. The team fell at Pacific and Stanford. Softball had a tough weekend against Pacific as they were swept in a 3-game series. They look to get back on track beginning Tuesday
at 4 at San Jose State. They return home Friday and Saturday to finish the season versus BYU. Saturday at 12 will be Senior Day, where they'll honor Breezy Bernard, Ashley Haney, Jenna Crumman, Jordan Newell, and Bo Rios.
Men's tennis lost in the first round of the WCC Championships to Gonzaga at the Barnes Tennis Center in San Diego. The women's tennis team also fell in its opener of the WCC Championships to LMU.
And that's going to do it for this week's edition of the Bronco Weekly Sports Wrap.
Take a look at EYEBRONCO's video output over the last 7 days. Go Broncos.
And how do you, I guess try to separate yourself from what she's accomplished and what she's done to the team? And do you try to bring something new in your own thing?
Well, I knew that I was a different player than my sister. She is more of a power hitter, and I consider myself more as a slapper.
Basically, I need to get back in shape. I need to make sure that I'll be fit for the fall. So right now I'm working hard on getting fit and getting the touch. Other than that, I think the parts that I can contribute with is communication and organize the team defensively as well as offensively. So I think that's the most important piece right now.
It's funny that you say that because I was like, when I was there, I was like, wow. I am not used to this anymore.
Right.
Like, I used to play in this every single weekend, and now I'm back here, and I'm like, I can't do it. Like,
you get so acclimated to this weather.
I was like, I'm not used to this.
During the recruiting process, the Santa Clara coaches sent me brochures of the university. I was instantly struck by the beauty of this campus. The excitement quickly turned to the doors that would be open for me as a result of the Santa Clara education.